Yo, stupid phone went ape shit on me, but we're all good.
The city is still. I'm from the city is still. And we are live. What is up, YouTube? Appreciate everybody joining us. Big shout out to my guy, DJ S. Appreciate you being here, man. If you guys could share this out because we have a banger of a show for you tonight. The good chef is on his way. He's pulling an all-nighter at the office, scanning in all of the Wilmington orders, guys. So the man, the myth, the legend, Chef Marte is on the way to the office as we speak. He'll join us from there. And then we're also going to have a surprise guest. I guess it's not really a surprise because I spoiled it on the thumbnail. But we got my man Omar from Retro Hoop Collectibles is going to be joining us this evening as well. So definitely stay tuned for that one because anytime Omar is involved, it's a good time. Philly Picker, what is up, Joe? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here, my man. How about them Eagles, man? Fly, Eagles, fly. I just met a guy the other day at the card show I was at in Wilmington that was a big Eagles fan. And I was a big Steelers fan, so we basically just like chopped it up talking Steagles. And actually, speaking of Omar coming on, dude, imagine what would the all-time Steagles team look like? Like that's something that might be fun to look into. Like, what would an all-time team like that look like?
I'd imagine it'd be more Steelers than Eagles.
I would too.
I mean, just by purely going by, Hall of Famers and championship teams.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think you would have more Steelers than Eagles on that team.
Yeah, I mean, you put Bradshaw right at quarterback.
Either him or Ben.
Bradshaw.
Yeah, I probably Bradshaw too. He has more Super Bowls, but then again, he had probably more talent than Ben.
And then wide receivers, you probably got what? Hines Ward.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you could rock Hines Ward in like the slot. You could have like Swan and Stallworth like off, out on the sides. Like that would be like ridiculous. But then with the Eagles, you could have T.O. Like T.O. is like an absolute game changer. That would be insane, man. And then you figure tight ends, like there's probably some decent options there at tight end as well.
Yeah.
Sentimental favorite for me is always like Heath Miller or Mark Burner, but that's just because
Heath Miller
boys I grew up on for a long time. But yeah, Heath Miller was like so underrated. Even Philly Picker said definitely a little more Steelers, definitely.
Definitely got to put our boy head and shoulders on the.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Definitely. Dude, you could have Polamalu, Brian Dawkins as your safeties.
I was trying to think of who that safety was.
You're not throwing against
them.
And then you figure Mel Blount and Rod Woodson in the corners. Like, no. You're like Legion of Boom. No, go away, Legion of Boom. You can't even hang with that.
and then back, so Le'Veon Bell and like Brian Westbrook.
Mm-hmm. Like as far as running backs go,
a couple different guys.
Oh my god, dude! I would probably just go like
Le'Veon.
Dude, you could go Franco, the bus. Like even Eagles. Go Ricky Waters.
There's tons.
Yep. Westbrook was definitely underrated. I think. Even Shady McCoy has been like pretty stellar, like as of late.
As long as McNabb's holding the clipboard on the sideline, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Then you're change the pace back, Darren Sproles.
What's up, Tally? Good to see you, brother.
Or Sproles as your kick return.
Yeah, that would be nasty. That'd be real nasty. I mean, linebackers would be like just atrocious too. I mean, you could mix in like any generation of Steeler linebackers, and it's just gross. house. You know what I mean? Like from the James Harrisons, TJ Watts, you can go to, like the Lamberts and like the Jack Hams, you can go to the Greg Lloyds, the Kevin Greens, like the list just goes on and on for stellar linebacking for the Steelers, and even defensive line. Good God. Like you almost have to go Joe Green at tackle, like D tackle, but they ran a 4-3 back then. So it's like, would we be running a 4-3 or a 3-4? Because ideally, I would love to get Joe Green and Casey Hampton next to each other, because you're not running up that line at all. with Mean Joe and Casey Hampton, like that would just be.
This just sounds like a horrible bashing of Eagles defenses.
It really does. It's basically the all-time Steelers with Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
Although defensive end, they could contribute Reggie White. That would be dope.
Yeah. White. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely take Reggie
That's
White
funny.
on the too. But yeah, definitely that would be awesome. Little hodgepodge of teams. So yeah, there's been a lot going on this past week in the hobby. I know we always like to start off the show just kind of giving you guys updates on TGT and stuff like that. So there's been a lot going on this past week. We were in Wilmington, North Carolina over the weekend. We got a bunch of submissions. We got to do a radio interview, which is really cool. Shout out to Gate City Paul for taking a picture of that and documenting it. I didn't even think to do that. So good looking out, my man. But it was a great time. Shout out to what is it? Crazy for Cards. Is that Tom's name? Crazy for Cards is he has a Facebook group, and that's kind of what he goes under. He runs shows all over like Wilmington, Jacksonville, and like those parts of North Carolina. I've even seen him set up in parts of Virginia, and I'm sure he goes to other places as well. But if you guys are in the North Carolina area, definitely hit him up. His name's Tom. Really cool guy. He has a Facebook group. I suggest connecting with him. He puts on some pretty stellar shows. I picked up 2 Grail cards there this weekend that you guys will probably see tomorrow in a vlog. So be prepared for that. These are 2 cards I've wanted my entire life, and I finally have them. So I'm pretty pumped up about that. Paul, what are your takeaways from Wilmington, man?
What was kind of surprising was that a lot of like bulk submissions, and what I mean by bulk is more than just somebody submitting 1 or 2 cards. There were quite a few orders that were 10 cards plus, which was and I heard 2 guys, and Anthony, you maybe back me up, but at least 2 guys said I came here just to submit.
Yeah,
2 guys specifically came to the show just to submit their bulk order, which was more than 10 cards, which tells you, the name is getting out there. The reputation of the company is being heard and being put out there. People are responding.
Yep. And I want to give a big shout out to Tom and all of the local vendors there too for putting TGT like prominently in their cases. You guys will see. Shout out to Jerry, Cardboard Carolina.
Super nice guy.
Awesome dude. But going by his case, like he just had the TGT stuff set in such a nice way. Like, and I appreciate that as being like a member of TGT and like one of the owners, like that somebody like actually puts your stuff out there and displays it prominently. So big shout out to those guys for, being pumped up about the cards they're getting back from us, and big shout out to Hot Hands Hoshik for making those bomb labels that they're loving, and to Brian at Slab Label Design. Am I saying that correctly? On IG. If you guys aren't following this guy, literally, like I'm gonna just go out there and say it, and I mean this with every bit of my heart. Brian over at Slab Label Design does the best slab designs out of anyone on the market. HGA, TGT, Jurgen X. This guy literally is. Look, Alan's down there hiding. Like Alan does some nice labels too. Like I don't want to put it past him, but like we really want to brag on Brian. He's taking us to another level with our labels. He really is. Like shout out to Brian.
He has a real eye for what the cards. It's weird saying this, but each card kind of has like movement in their design, and I'm sure Paul can like agree with this. Like if it's like a hyper wave or if it's some type of variation, he actually plays that into the label design. And then him and I kind of conjured up this structure of giving space for the information, so it's more legible, and then he just rides with it. I just kind of give him the digital print. I'm like, ride with it, and they come out awesome. So why wouldn't we use him? He's on it.
Shout out to my guy Landshark Picker. What's up, Craig?
Yeah.
He actually is a super nice guy in real life. So shout out to the Landshark Picker. We got my guy Grimes Fines in the house. What is up, Justin? Really appreciate that, man. We're coming back to Dallas too this year, man. So I'm definitely going to be hitting you up on a rain check to hang out with you too. And congratulations to you on that 100K, my man. I know you've been grinding hard. So congratulations, dude. You definitely deserve it. If any of you guys like storage unit content, like back in the day, like before I like completely fell like head over heels in love with like grading sports cards and all that stuff, like that was kind of my niche on YouTube. Grimes Finds is probably, in my opinion, like the finest of storage unit content. So check out my man if you haven't already. We got the chef in the house. He said, "Ding dong." What is up, my man?
What's up?
Are you at the TGT offices? I see you have the lights dimmed down, so I think you're setting the mood to do some slabbing. Are you?
Dude, I literally just walked in the door, man. I'm ready to press out and probably or scan in at least a few hundred cards, possibly slab too. We'll see.
Nice. We got Michael Ham, fishing and sports card hobbyist in the house. What is up, my guy? Congrats to you on that 1K. Really happy to see you here, man. Hopefully we get to connect again at a show.
It'd be nice if Marty had to set the mood.
That's what I was gonna say. It literally looks like he has candles lit. He's about to get inside the bathtub and just do dirty things with the cards you guys have submitted to us.
It's over his shoulder. I see the candle. I see it. Are you gonna play?
There is legit a candle above your shoulder, bro. Like I feel like some intimate's about to happen. With
Are you gonna White Berry? Little Barry White for us?
Get enough of your love, baby.
Where else can you guys submit your cards where they're going to be serenaded and like made love to? Like it's just unheard of. Like we give your guys' cards a service unheard of on the industry. If you send them to us, Chef Marte will indeed seduce them.
Yeah, he will send
Mr. Steal Your Girl, except for in card fashion.
Absolutely. But on a serious note, definitely appreciate you joining us, Marte, as per usual. How are things going in the world of encapsulation and scanning? I know you're getting ready to bang out an all-nighter. See, guys, that's the dedication that our team is small, but we're dedicated to not missing turnaround times. Marty just got to the office right now. It's a little after 7 p.m. Eastern right now. He's going to be there till like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like he's literally going to be there processing orders to make sure our graders can bang out your stuff as fast as possible and get you guys stuff back quick. So I just want to like shout him out because to like have that type of dedication, especially this early on, that's the real reason that we're being successful is because everyone on the team is willing to go the extra mile. Like he's willing to literally take a night away from his kids to like make sure like all of our graders don't miss a beat with having stuff to grade, which is just awesome. So big shout out to you, my man. We got my guy Blaze McCoy in the house. What is up, brother?
What's up, man?
Always a pleasure to see you. But yeah, so we have a lot going on, guys. I know Dallas is on the horizon coming up here at some point. This weekend, we're actually going to be in Pittsburgh. It's a local Pittsburgh show. Your boy, low key though, like I don't know that we're going to be setting up for TGT there, just because we want to make sure that we crush these turnaround times for you guys before the holidays. So I might just go and just sell. Like I have so many submissions that have recently come back. I literally might just go and just get myself a nice little Christmas bonus, like selling all my slabs. Speaking of which, me and Gate City were selling some slabbages this past week, and there was something that literally blew my mind. Like, and I've been doing a little bit of like a test. So you guys know, like for like my lower end stuff, like I've just sent it to GMA because they're like up until recently they've been the cheapest on the market. There's another company that's cheaper, but honestly, you probably get better value at GMA. So, yeah. But essentially, I've been doing a test. So I sent a bunch of stuff to GMA, I sent a bunch of stuff to CSG, and a bunch of the other like newer companies. And I'm just trying to test my slabs for one. Well, technically, my slab, the only new company my slabs will even mess with is CSG, which I don't know how like they kind of got the hookup over everybody else, but I feel like my slabs don't like the new companies. Like I tried listing an HGA and they suspended me. I'm like, HGA, like in my opinion, is probably one of like the top 4 or 5 companies right now. And like a company that's literally named My Slabs won't let you sell their slab. Like it just makes no sense to me. Like it blows my mind. You know what I mean? So like that was one of the main reasons the chef and I wanted to send to CSG is like, oh, cool. We can actually list that stuff on My Slabs because a lot of the PSA stuff that I've gotten, a lot of the BGS and SGC stuff I put there sells really well. You know what I mean? I put it up there at a fair rate. It sells fast, you know, but I've sold literally outside of the show online 1 CSG slab, like since I got those 2 orders back. And I literally listed them the day I got them. But like my GMA slabs are literally selling like literally at a rate of like 5 to 10 to 1, like, which is insane. But then again, I probably have a total of like 40 or 50 CSG slabs where GMA, I probably have 200, you know what I mean? At least. So, I mean, it would make sense that I'm selling more because I have more of them. But I thought being that most of the hobby considers CSG to be like a reputable source because of like legit, I sent to CSG because of this, because of the comics. Like they're credible because of their comic background. So that's why I graded with them. But like, I'm going to be real. Like, I think a vast majority of collectors that are going for new company slabs are literally looking for something that they can crack and resubmit, or they're just looking to buy the card. You know, you hear so much buy the card, not the slab. Most of the market buys the label because PSA, they're Coca-Cola. BGS, they're Pepsi. You know what I mean? SGC, they're Sprite.
Watch your mouth.
You know what I mean? So,
watch your mouth.
But
you got that wrong.
Most people, like for real, like if it's me, I don't care if I'm drinking Mountain Dew or Mountain Thunder, which is the Walmart version that you get for like 99 cents for like a 3 liter. I don't care. So if it's a GMA 10 and I know that it's fairly graded and I can get that at literally like 60% of PSA, maybe less, like I'm gonna buy that all day because A, I can resubmit that to other companies and make money. Or B, if it's literally a Cavalier, I don't care. I just want it in my collection protected. You know what I mean? That's literally what I'm worried about, is making sure that the cards that are dear to me that literally have 0 resale value. Like literally, I'm going to die one day and somebody's going to come and they're going to feel like they hit the mother load when they see all these graded cards. And then they're going to look up Anderson Varejao and be like, why is this card like $5? It's a 10. Like, but like, that's what I collect. I love that stuff. The guys that get me. Oh yeah. We need to talk about Varejao.
Varejao. Okay. Say it right. Anthony Varejao. Okay. With your Enye on top of it, please.
They left the Enye out. So Anderson Varejao, and Alan pointed this out to me because he is like an aficionado with all things Brazilian because his wife is Brazilian. So this is my lovely Anderson Varejao Bazooka rookie. They left out the Enye. And then he goes, dude, literally look at your autographs. So I go through my stack, and I know I got them here, so let me just grab them right quick. But literally every auto has the Enye. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Like leaving my Enye out of like everything.
I riled him up, Paul. See what happens when I find something for him to get pissy about?
Like we're talking Anderson Varejao here. I take that very seriously. And if they're just going to leave Enyes out, I don't know that I'm cool with that.
So do you know what we're talking about, Paul? The Enye?
The check over the last name.
So look, it's like a squiggle. It's not really a check. It's
but it's the accent.
Yeah, the funky squiggle. And I pointed it out like today, and Anthony is all in a rut now. He's super pissed about this. He's just gonna be.
I think what you should do is crack them all and resubmit them all.
Yes. Yes.
I might have to
If
because
it wasn't bad enough, you wasted money one time. You should at least do it a second time.
Yeah.
there's a guy named Hot Hands Hoshik that was designing me a label for my Prism Fast Break Anderson Varejao autograph. And this man put on an Enye.
I did.
Shout out to him. He puts on the tildes and the Hoshiks.
Yeah.
If you have some kind of squiggle on your name, Alan Bailey is on it, guys.
I got to find.
Companies don't fool around when it comes to that stuff. But like for real though, Topps like even didn't give him an Enye. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at like even Donruss here did it. Like he signed it with an Enye and then I'll put an Enye on there. Like,
Yes, that's what's funny. Because I told you the pronunciation, it would be Verjão, which João is a first name common in Brazil, which means John.
yeah.
So if you don't have João or João, it's incorrectly pronounced. Just
what,
like
what does the Vera mean?
I have. Oh, that's a Nayla question. That is not an Alan question. That is a Nayla question.
Probably like sexy John with his flowing like.
I'll ask her. If she's used to it. But yeah,
Anybody speak Portuguese in the house? We're trying to dissect Anderson Varejao.
Verjão. Yeah, it's true. They want to know our predict. Yeah, exactly. The big sexy curls there. That's what it means. It means curling of John. That's what it means. No, everyone's already asking our picks for tonight. Oh man, they're good.
Do we want to skip to the end, or do we want to save that to the end?
I mean, it's up to you guys. Like they're like,
Well,
what are
I want to ask if you guys heard the newest hobby news about PSA. Did you hear that yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But in light of though,
It's what's $110 at group submissions or something like that.
I've seen as low as 95. Omar did a video where there's a Facebook group that's doing them at 95.
But you can only submit 300 a week.
Yep.
So how do you think what effect is that going to have?
Well, it's also before the taxing, because if there's a high valued card in there, they'll raise the price on you.
It automatically goes to Super Express.
It goes up to 300 if you got a card that's priced over like 3,000.
Yeah, $9.99.
Yeah,
Honestly, if you're sending in some baller stuff, just send it in an Express. That's what I would do.
Do Express if you're going to do that, because what's the point of me sending in a card? They value it over $1,000 after it gets graded, and then it's $300 when all I got to do is pay $50 more, and get it back faster. So there's all these little wrinkles that they're throwing in there. That's kind of like, oh, it's $95, $100, but if its value is over $999. You're going to get shafted. You're going to be paying $200 more out of pocket.
Yeah.
And that's the flaw. That's the downfall of that, unfortunately.
So does their new, if you even want to call it a submission level, does it move the needle?
Does it move their backlog?
For me, I don't buy that kind of stuff. Like I buy high end, and you know what I just got the other day? Marty actually I haven't traded for it yet, but Marty just got me a Varejao laundry tag.
Oh yeah,
very excited about.
Ooh, yeah, I don't have the accent on it.
Well, your boy just buys Cavaliers and Steelers and a bunch of wrestling stuff. I don't really be buying all that high end stuff anymore.
It better have
Especially since the market like kicked me right in the Coleons. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, here's a Zion I'm going to pay $180 for. That's now worth like $90. You know what I mean? Like that's no fun. And I don't even collect Zion. You know what I mean? Like he just is a Sherman Klump looking dude, which I can't complain because I look like Sherman Klump that fell in a pool of bleach. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But you know what I mean? Like he literally cut my card prices in half this past year, man. Yeah, definitely Pierre Garçon would be a good one. So that would definitely be a good one for Hot Hands, the all accent team, man. What would that be, bro?
Oh, I got a bunch. Luca, Leferrier, Garçon,
Ralph Lauren,
Verjão.
Ray Florence.
Is he the one that like killed his girlfriend?
Rafe LaFrance? I don't think he had an accent. It was just LaFrance.
I thought he did. He played for the Nuggets, right?
Yeah, he played for Nuggets. I'm
thinking of someone else.
I thought he had an accent.
Football player to kill. What was that football player that killed his wife? Mark?
Ray Caruth.
Ray Caruth. That's it.
Tons of hockey. Just send tons of hockey, and I'm sure we'll find one.
Dude, there was a lot of morons that played football when we were growing up. My favorite moron was probably Bam Bam Morris for Pittsburgh Steelers, the man who was found with a trunk full of cocaine and marijuana.
I don't know how you
on multiple occasions.
I'm gonna say this, and Paul is probably gonna hate me for this, but how do you not think the biggest moron? Like one of them is Jamarcus Russell. I'm
Oh my
sorry. I'm
God.
sorry. He's
Hey.
bad. He's terrible. Yes, exactly. Wipe your hands with him and toss him away because
Yep.
that was dumb. Number one pick. You're going to a franchise that's recognizable, and what are you doing? Like, what were you thinking? Or not
I
thinking?
mean, we can't get away from that. I mean, just this year.
Henry
Henry
Ruggs.
Ruggs. What are you driving 102 miles an hour down the Vegas Strip drunk for?
Yeah, exactly. And the NFL pays for their drivers. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They pay for their drivers.
He did indeed shoot himself. I'm actually a pretty big
Plaxico Burress, yes.
He was playing whenever I was a ball boy for the Steelers, so he's one I actually got to meet. I don't know where they're at. I might have given them to somebody at this point, but I actually have a game-worn pair of his shoes, like cleats that have like dirt and stuff all stuck in them that he signed both of them.
That's
like
fun.
one of my like favorite things I got when I was a ball boy. Although I think at this point, the only thing I really have, like I have a undershirt that was Casey Hampton's that I kept because it fit me because like I'm Casey Hampton fat. Mm-hmm. And then I have a pair of socks that I used to wear under my wrestling boots that belonged to Cordell Stewart, like the actual socks he would wear like for the game. Like I used to rock under my wrestling boots.
Good old.
Yep. And then I got a Jerome Bettis game sign, like a game used signed ball too. Like those are really the only things I kept. But,
should we be worried that the light's now on in the office with Marty and no candles?
Yeah, I killed the mood. I'm at the scanner now, guys.
Oh, beautiful.
I got a double task. I got a multitask, man.
Oh, beautiful.
No worries. I mean, people want to see their cards being processed, so I mean that's good stuff. Like we're in the middle of the live stream and we're still working on your cards, folks, because the chef don't.
Here's we're gonna break out one of the chef's personals right here.
Oh, I want that.
I am a real American.
Dun, 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 dun.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Why do I deal with these knuckleheads?
You guys got me going down like a rabbit hole over here. I'm literally over here Googling like football player mugshots.
The only team.
Keelan, what up, man? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here.
Ronald,
the original football mugshot, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the juice. Oh. Speaking of the juice, do you guys think the juice did it? I'm pretty sure the juice killed those poor people.
All I know is
the book afterwards called "If I Did
It." He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers.
I'll tell you what, my favorite slammer I ever had in the history of pog collecting was an O.J. Simpson one. It was metal. One side said guilty and the other side said not guilty.
Nice.
And I used to win so many pogs at lunchtime with that O.J. Simpson slammer. I was like a boss with that thing.
Nice. The plastic
those will ever come back?
Yes, I think they will. I think
really.
Yeah.
I hope they do. I actually have a graded. Actually, no, I might have sold it. Actually, I might have sold that one of our.
We can make it happen. We can make those come back. No problem.
Dude, we need to start grading them.
Grading pogs.
There
I had some, but I got rid of them.
The myth.
Yo,
dude, I busted out one of my most favorite collectibles for you tonight, Omar, because every time I watch your channel, it gets me pumped up because literally you're one of the few people that collect like I collect. You collect your Rockets like I collect my Cavs. 100%. And I see your Sean Kemp right there behind you, and the other one's like a Rodman or something, I think. But
Rodman's back there.
What do you know about the steel sealed Cordell Stewart?
Look at that! Wow,
sealed in box.
Nice. Yeah, I still got. Look, believe it or not, like I ripped these out of the box, but I still have. I have. I'm looking right now at the Charles Barkley. I'm looking at the Shaquille O'Neal in the Lakers uniform, and I'm looking at the Grant Hill in the same. I have the whole set. I just broke these out because Sean Kemp's my boy. But
wait a minute. Speaking of Laker uniforms, did you like your little thumbnail Laker uniform, my man?
See, I don't even know why you had to do me like that. This guy.
He goes.
I was bored.
I said, dude, Omar looks jacked, man. He's been working out.
I made you jacked up.
No. Dude, you get the 5K subs, and all of a sudden your biceps start looking big, bro.
This guy, I got him sitting in the lobby, and we're waiting to go live, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and I'm like, where the hell did he go? And he pops
Lakers.
back on with a freaking Lakers jersey on. I'm like, okay, is that what we're doing now? That's what we're gonna do, I suppose.
You're Lakers on, bro.
That would be awesome, Keelan. We would love to grade some of them Marvel's cards, man. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, my man Keelan.
That would be awesome, my man. But yeah, man. So for anybody that doesn't know Omar, I'm sure most of you guys know him. But Omar, can you just go ahead real quick and just share for anybody that might be new to you, like what you do, your content, like whatnot?
Yeah, thanks, man. So my channel is Retro Hoop Collectibles. I really just right now I'm pretty hot and heavy, like on kind of the grading side of things. I'm doing a lot of videos like on grading and all that. With PSA doing what it's doing, and pretty much everybody else, a lot of these new companies jumping in. I'm trying to just put some content out there so that everybody can kind of navigate if they're new to grading cards and stuff like that. But I mean, my heart, as you know, is in vintage basketball. Anything from early 90s to late 2000s. That's my stuff. So I mean, as you can see, I got pretty much everything behind me. That's pretty much what my content is based on. But just like everybody else, right? Collected as a kid, got back into it right around 2017, 2018. And just kind of putting out content as I'm navigating this new world of what the hobby has become over the last couple of years. So that's pretty much it, man. Love for you guys to jump on in and join and subscribe and all that good stuff. I try to put out at least 3 videos a week, sometimes even more, depending on how crazy the hobby is, if there's any big news going on. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
Yep. And I will tell you guys, Omar really does have one of the better channels as far as sports card content. So if you aren't familiar with him yet, go and subscribe to him, because he puts out great content and a lot of breaking news, and you get it from like a raw perspective. Like, he's not going to BS you. Like, you're just going to get the raw deal with Omar. So I love that about him, man.
What I try to do, man. I appreciate that, man.
And right there in the chat, guys, you'll see Gate City Paul just dropped Omar's channel.
My man.
So make sure you go and subscribe to him, guys. I'd appreciate that.
I'm going to try to get a little bit more busy on the Instagram also. So if you guys want to follow on Instagram, it's at Retro Hoop Breaks.
I'll put all that in the description of this video. So when you guys, if anybody's watching this back, just click in the description. All of his info will be there.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yep. So I definitely appreciate you joining us, man. Like I said, like one thing I connected with you was like literally like your love for the Rockets is like identical to my love for the Cavaliers. You know what I mean? So it was just like, and then I see like you're the only other person I see displaying starting lineups in prominence like this. And I'm like, like I literally in my spare bedroom literally have Cordell sitting in like a place of honor, man. Like it's almost like like you would put something like in the Holy Grail's place. Like that's where my Cordell goes. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I got some more adjusting to do. So like my brother recently just gave me a really nice camera, man. He hooked me up big time. He gave me some good lighting and stuff like that. So he really hooked me up big time. And now I just kind of want to like gussy all this up back here with some more stuff. But yeah. I gotta find out how to keep that thing lit up, because Thanos is Thanos. But yeah, man, I appreciate the intro and the intro to your crowd too, man.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Like I said, I love your content. I believe in it. Like, and if I consume somebody's content, I have no problem suggesting them to my followers, because honestly, some of the stuff we've already talked about was based on stuff I watched on your channel, like the PS Lights drop. You know what I mean? Like, I get some of my information that I share with you guys from my guy Omar. So, and speaking of Omar, shout out to his brother. You can probably see behind him there. These things, we literally take these to all the different shows with us all over the country. These collect 3D prints. They look like little phone cases. They also look like little picture frames. And you can put your cards in there, display them all over your house. Like, it's insane. Like, if you go through my house, like my cat has a field day, like daily, I have to go around and put these back up because I have these in so many different places around the house. So my cat just goes around and knocks them over for fun.
That's why I don't like cats, man. They just tear shit up.
Yeah, he's a dick on purpose. Like,
that's why I don't like cats.
I feel like he he wakes up and he's like, how can I instigate this dude today? It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. He comes over to my desk and I got stuff all over my desk, cards that I have set up nicely because whenever I'm sitting here doing my work, I like to be looking at stuff that I like. And he makes it like a daily thing to where when I wake up, I have to go around my room, put everything back where it belongs. Oh my God. But I mean, he's a good cat. I love him. He's just like a bit of a douche.
I just don't trust them, man. Mexicans, we don't have a very good love affair with cats. So I don't,
I'm sure you have a better relationship than some of our Asian friends over there in China.
I would just like to point out, it looks like Marty has relit the candle and he has a glove on.
Beautiful.
Marty's scanning, brother.
Anytime Marty puts on the gloves, you know something dirty is about to happen, folks. He is giving somebody's card a full count.
I'm an amateur colonoscopist. That's all.
That is hot.
That's good. That'll make good YouTube content.
Yes. Absolutely. So I got a few other things on here that are on the agenda that I want to touch on, but I'm gonna wait for Hot Hands to come back because I know he absolutely loved hearing this bit of hobby news this past week. But yeah, man, we're gonna be going to a lot of new cities in 2022. I'm excited to come back to Dallas because I definitely want to connect with you again, Omar.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That'd be awesome. Even if we have to like stay a day earlier, come a day earlier, vice versa. Like you come over to where you're at and hang out, we can do that too.
No, I was telling Alan that Dallas is like 2.5 hours away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just as soon as you guys lock in what days you're gonna be there, just let me know, man, and I'll make arrangements because I can definitely head that way. It'd be much easier for me. It wouldn't be a thing. And if it's in I think we saw it was like January, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we gotta figure out that Mavericks. I think it was Mavericks.
And
Magic.
Was it Grizzlies?
Grizzlies might be Grizzlies. Yeah. No. I think it was at Grizzlies, and then it was Magic at Dallas. Was the game that was going to be on that week, and so Alan was pretty pumped about that one. So we're gonna figure all that out, bro. And we're definitely gonna, like I said, I got some people down there that'll roll out a carpet. So for sure.
Cool, man. And I'm sure we'll probably have like a pretty large room. So if you need a place to crash with us.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing is
figure all that out.
We'll have to share a bed.
Yeah. So there is a minimal amount of spooning and an obscene amount of wax that gets ripped in our hotel rooms. Like an obscene amount. Like
wait, we gotta be careful about spooning and wax like in the same conversation here. Because
shout out to Marty for booking a double bed for this last card show, and no bullet holes in the door this time.
Yeah, so
nice.
The one hotel I booked was in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and me and Paul go there, and we get to the place, and there's literally bullet holes in the door. And then we finally open the door, and it's one king-size bed.
Yeah, somebody didn't pay the pimp.
Paul turns around like, oh, hell no.
I was like, nope.
And from that day forward, Marte was the one booking all the
Hey, man, like, you got to do one under the sheet, one over the sheet. That's how it's supposed to, you know what I mean? It's just like...
Exactly.
He saw right through your plan to seduce him, man.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what happened.
I don't even think I walked in the room. I think I went. Nope.
Is it weird that like probably 10 minutes into him being on the stream, I invited him back to my hotel? See, this is why we can't have nice guests on Picksburgh.
What are you saying? Omar's not a nice guest?
Listen, no, but 10 minutes into this thing, we're already spooning. He's already trying to get me in bed with him, and we're already spooning. We haven't even talked about dinner yet. We haven't even talked about like a nice gift, maybe nothing.
On the plus side, when we go to Dallas, Alan always springs for it's Fogo de Chão, right, Alan? Brazilian.
Fogo de Chão. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
So if you like Fogo de Chão, there's another place in Dallas that's 10 times better.
Oh,
Texas Day Brazil.
Yes,
we have one of those in Pittsburgh.
he knows what's
we went
up.
Yeah, whenever
went there.
Alan was in Pittsburgh, that's where we went out to eat. Yep.
That was awesome.
That's like the TGT spot. When we're all together in one spot, we always hit some kind of like really fancy Brazilian place and just kind of
Yeah.
chill it up.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can't
I
go wrong
was
with
like I
those
was
places.
feeling eat shrimp. What the hell?
Because I'm not there, Paul.
Yeah, so, well, we don't
I
need
tell you,
we
that
don't
trip
need you to
was-
be there as long as the TGT credit card is there. That's all that matters.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
The
you
place that
know,
Anthony and I ate at Friday night. I went back Saturday night.
Dude, Marte made the mistake of texting me at Omar, so like I can shoot you a picture after the stream. So we'll go shopping on eBay later, brother. I'll give you some of them nice Deshaun Tates.
Deshaun Tate on the credit card I noticed in the last 20 seconds. Awful.
Yeah, I apologize, Keelan. It gets a little rough around here sometimes, man, because we might be picking apart the hobby, but sometimes we pick apart some
It
other
just
things.
goes to tell you, old Chef Marte over there, he's head of the HR department, so that tells you
Oh,
something.
well, there you
about
go.
this stuff.
Wow, you guys are screwed.
So, so Alan, getting back on track, for those of the viewers that actually like hearing about sports cards and not like, homoerotic things. I was watching one of my guys over on IG this past week. Shout out to the Moon Collectibles. If you guys haven't checked out my guy Skyler, he and I have done a few collabs here on YouTube and also done some over on IG on his IG as well. I was watching a thing he did about FCG, and I kind of wanted to get Alan's take on it because so they were talking like there's this thing that came out from Card Porn that they bought a bunch of I guess fake not subscribers, but followers on their thing, which I mean, I don't really understand like why. I guess to like maybe appear like you're larger or more credible or whatnot. But so they were talking about that kind of from his perspective, which is cool. Like, I mean, I didn't necessarily so much care about the followers. The thing that caught my attention was Homeboy straight up was talking about this new thing that they just rolled out. And apparently they are literally the only company that uses transparency in grading. So I just didn't know what you thought about that, Alan, because I hadn't heard of any other transparent grading teams out there.
Me either.
That is groundbreaking. I don't think I have. Yeah, I mean, kudos to that guy for coming up with that idea because that is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm just happy that the hobby is using some transparency. Like, because that was one thing, like, early on, somebody goes, dude, aren't you worried that PSA is going to start doing this? I'm like, honestly, we're doing this so the PSA starts doing this. Like, we started this as a 4-man operation in a tiny little office in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like, we're just 4 dudes with a dream. So the dream is that the hobby becomes less shady by the day, and that you can submit your cards, get fair grades, and actually know why they grade the way they grade. And there's no risk of like, oh man, this came back an 8. Let me send that back in and get my 9 or 10 or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was kind of the idea behind it. So honestly, kudos to FCG, even though they were misinformed. Whatever that dude's name is, you were misinformed, homie. When Hot Hands Hashik was crispy on the scene with that transparency. But I give him kudos. Like, that's another company that is doing right by their customers and actually sharing like the secret sauce. You know what I mean? Like, this is like Vince McMahon back in the day when he was like, hey, guess what, territories? We're gonna just share the secret sauce with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, everybody already kind of thinks wrestling might be predetermined. So let's just bring you behind the curtain and show you the way the sausage is made. And I just like that people are willing to show you the way that they're making your sausage, because if I'm putting something in my mouth, I want to know where it came from.
I would hope so.
Just like that, we're back full circle to homoerotic. So
I'll say this about the whole idea of buying subscribers. You know, that used to be, your subscribers, followers, your follower count used to be indicative of the community that you had and that you used to build. And a lot of Instagram, back when being Instagram famous was the thing to be, that's how you got paid. That's how companies decided how much money they were going to pay you, was based on how many followers you had.
Yep.
But now it's so much more than just the follower count. It's the engagement, it's the interaction, it's it's how much people interact with your content and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, now you see people selling not only the followers, but they'll also sell you comments and likes and, all this other stuff. It's become so much more than that. So when I saw that they posted up that they bought followers, to me, that doesn't mean shit. That just
I'm sure most companies do that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I just look at that and I go, okay, well, you're trying to fake it till you make it, and it's a tough thing, man. I'll take my few hundred organic followers over, 50,000 purchased followers any day, any day of the week. So
for sure,
it's kind of a futile effort in my opinion, because everybody knows, it's not that hard to see that you're faking it, and especially in an industry like what you guys are doing, where your credibility and your fan base and your customers lend as part of your your company profile, then everybody can figure it out right away that they're fake.
Shout out to my guy Grunt Dad Sports Cards. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's very underrated, guys. He puts out some cool information, like in regards to grading and just all kinds of stuff with the hobby. Definitely check him out, guys.
Everybody always, a lot of people. I think my most kind of I guess most watched video is the update that I do every Wednesday on how many cards PSA graded the previous week, and I can't tell you how many times Grunt Dad has saved my bacon because I forgot to pull certain days. I'll go back to his channel and pull the main ones. And fill in the gaps sometimes, because sometimes my numbers will be off from a Sunday night pull. And going into his channel, he has it every day, and sometimes I've had to go in there and pull some of his data. So shout out to Grunt Dad for sure.
Yep. He does a lot in Facebook groups too, as far as sharing that kind of data and stuff. And he's like that guy that, if you ask questions or whatever, he's just that guy that answers you because he just loves the hobby. So definitely.
He does more than just PSA. He does PSA, BGS, I think, HGA. I think he does you guys as well.
Yep.
Keeps kind of a running tab on all the grading companies, which is dope. I don't have the patience for that. I'd lose my mind.
He's the reason, Omar, that my hair is this color.
Yeah, I believe it.
Have you updated the pop report yet, Alan?
Today, in fact, I did more today. I got more tonight.
If I go by his channel and I see TGT flat again, me and you are going to have some things to talk about, my friend.
Oh, is that okay? You know what? It's funny you say that, because my man Peter, whenever we sent the sub over, there was a couple of them that he was keeping an eye on, and I was like, oh yeah, man, they're already on the way back. And he's like, there's no way, they haven't popped yet. And I go, well, they should be on there because they're graded. I know they're graded. And he's like, yeah, the pop report has been updated. I was like, well, look, man, you can go hit up Hot Hands and tell him, hey, what's up with that pop report, man? Because it's not there yet. He was
No, Peter didn't even do that. He got on our IG and he goes,
"That's right.
I'm very surprised at the grades that these guys." I'm like, "It's on there then." He didn't even have to tell that because I already knew.
Right. That's right.
Yep. Usually those when you get the message that they're in encasing, they'll be on the pop report. Usually they're up on the pop report.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, or database, whatever it is. Definitely before.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. I think the main issue with the pop report is that Hot Hands is just wearing too many hats. That's why we're bringing in more people to put on hats, is because we need Hot Hands to take off some hats so that he can focus on what makes him make his hands so hot.
He's pulling the bangers. Didn't you pull the Mac Jones?
Which one?
One of the ones out of the, what was it? The
RPA National Treasure one?
No. You pulled an RPA, Mac Jones?
No, I got in a break when Anthony was in LA. Oh man, I'm feeling lucky today. And I got in a National Treasure break, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Let's just buy this last spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the last spot, and I pull number one, and the hit draft, the card that was there was a Mac Jones RPA numbered out 99.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I wish I held it a little longer, but.
Have y'all done y'all's predictions for tonight?
No, yeah,
it's coming.
We're going to get into that.
Okay, all right, good.
I hope you have one.
I sent mine. I sent mine to Pittsburgh on the IG.
And that's probably why, because I'm so behind on my messages, so I apologize. So here's the predictions. We're split. So Omar is going to literally break the tie tonight, guys, to see who the winning team is going to be. So you got me going with me and Alan are both going Patriots. I mean, they're riding high. I mean, I hate picking the Patriots, but I can't really go against Belichick right now when they're this hot. You know, I mean, Mac Jones is looking like the truth. It's going to be a tight game. Like even the odds right now are 2.5 points. And
is it really? It was 4. It was 4 earlier today. So I'll go ahead and break the tie. I'll break the tie for you guys because I got the Patriots by a field goal.
Ooh.
Yep.
And look, and just so you won't think that I'm doing this just now because I'm seeing you guys' predictions. Picksburgh, you can confirm. Go to your IG and look that I sent you that. I think I sent you that maybe like an hour ago or like 45 minutes ago.
You absolutely did, man.
Yeah.
Well,
so I got Pittsburgh by field goal.
That's by a field goal. Mac throwing under 220 yards.
I'll just tell you my reasoning really quick. Horrible weather, probably snow. You need a run game to win in these types of games and a good defense. No run game on the Bills except the quarterback. That's why I'm favoring Bill Belichick, who's coached and seen many, many games like this. Yeah. I give him the advantage just on that, and I will go with my bold prediction of the night. I'm going to say 2 interceptions for Josh Allen.
Oh, that is a bold prediction.
Yeah. So I predicted Mac Jones under 220 yards tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Respectable.
I don't think he's gonna move the ball like you would expect him to move the ball up against the Bills just because of the same thing, because of the weather. Young kid, this is gonna be his first snowstorm a game, and I just I don't know. I think he's gonna get a little razzled, but I think he's still gonna do well, and I think the Pats will still pull it out by a field goal.
Yeah.
I love snow games too, Blaze. I absolutely do. Yeah. So you guys that picked the Buffalo Bills, looks like Marty got the Bills by a field goal, and Paul's got the Bills by a touchdown. What made you guys go with Buffalo tonight?
I didn't see the weather report. like just if we're being 100% honest, man. Like if I would have saw, like, I don't know if you guys saw this. I saw a picture about an hour and a half ago, and it's literally a damn blizzard in Buffalo right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with that said, you have 2 power backs and the heaviest offensive line in the league. That's probably where I would have put it if I would have seen it, but it is what it is. And I'll still ride with the Bills, and I'll say that somehow maybe some turnovers go the defense's way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, any given Monday, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was trying to fade Paul. Honestly, I should have did that in original, like my original thought.
Paul likes the Bills.
Yeah. What do you like about Buffalo, Paul?
I think their logo is better.
I like their logo better too.
To be all honest, Alan texted me yesterday, asked me, and I said, "Oh yeah, I need to go look." And then he texted me, and I just shot him a pick. I didn't look at nothing.
Perfect.
Saturday was a long day for me, all day at the show, and then a 4.5-hour drive back, and or Saturday, and then Sunday I was just blah all day Sunday. So, and then he texted me this morning, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot to send it to him." So I just picked 2 numbers and threw it, and they picked the team.
Beautiful.
Respect.
Hey, last as you can see here, I'm 1-3. So this time I just threw something out. Last 2 times I really looked at stuff. Watch, maybe I'll get it dead nuts today.
You know what's funny? Alan hits me up later. He goes, I think our picks are looking good tonight. And I said, why is that, man? He goes, Paul picked Buffalo.
Fade Paul is the option here. Fade Paul.
It's like the one year I won like it was like the Pick'em League where like every week you pick a team, you can't pick them twice. I literally just picked whoever the Niners were playing that year, and I think they were like 1-15 that season. So I literally just was like, okay, who are the Niners playing? Oh, okay, this team sucks too, but they're playing the Niners, so we'll go with them.
Well, here was my logic, and you guys can rip it all you want. And the Buffalo was favored by 3.5 when it opened, and then it jumped to 4, and then it's down to 2.5. The last time I saw a line like this, it was the Rams in San Francisco, and we got crushed that game, Anthony. Remember that?
Yep.
We got crushed.
We sure did.
And there's a reason the line is at 2.5. And there's a reason that they're so high on the Patriots. It's because they've only given up 13 points, 6 points, 7 points, and 0 points in their last 4 wins. And it's in a snow game like this, defense usually prevails,
on top.
and a team that can run the ball, like Marty said, usually prevails. So that's kind of where I went.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's the thing that's really difficult right now is Buffalo's running game. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm one of those people that have a lot of injuries in one of my leagues. Like, so I had Derrick Henry. He was my number 1 pick. Obviously, he's not playing right now. So I have like 2 different Buffalo backs on my team right now, and I think I've had 3 this season. So it's like it's so difficult
and you don't know
to get any form of production out of their backs right now. It's like the Steelers running game last year when Connor wasn't healthy. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that was the main reason I went with the Pats. Is just because, especially, I didn't know it was going to snow like this, but now that I know it's snowing like this, the ground game becomes all that more important.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the ball's going to be slick. You know, running routes is going to be really difficult. You know what I mean? Like trying to do that with any form of accuracy, it's gonna be tough. You know what I mean? Like, there's great quarterbacks, so I'd imagine that they'll make some plays, but it's not going to be I would imagine throwing shootout like you would imagine. I mean, they would probably plow the field, but you would imagine if it's snowing that hard, it's going to keep covering. You know, so I would imagine maybe during like breaks at halftime, they might replow it a little bit just to like kind of keep it slick, or not as slick, I should say, to avoid injuries. But I mean, dude, that's a mess running on like anything that's any form of slippery. You know what I mean?
Well, and then Mac Jones is young. It's probably going to be the first time he's ever going to be in this type of situation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's that element to it as well. Because I think the kid's awesome. I think Mac Jones is going to be a stud. But you know, everybody's got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. And this is going to be one of those games where I think he's gonna struggle.
I think that's one advantage Buffalo definitely has is Josh Allen's ability to scramble.
Yeah.
You know, in a game like this, I mean, wouldn't you love to have Lamar Jackson in a snow game? Like, not that I'm putting Josh Allen on that level of mobility, obviously, but he's a lot closer than a Mac Jones is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's my bold prediction. I'm going 2 rushing touchdowns for Allen.
Nice.
Oh, that's solid. That's solid.
I didn't know I was going to get touchdowns.
You better get some touchdowns, bro. We're
That's
relying
cool.
on you. You can't be leading the squad if you're not getting in that end zone, man.
Wait, hey, Omar, did you check this out earlier? I got Anthony all riled up about this Verjao Enye that isn't performed on all of these labels.
Yeah, like literally no one's rocking an Enye, man. It bothers me.
Yeah, nobody ever does. Nobody's doing it.
No. The forgotten thing. Like
I mean,
This guy's doing it.
I don't want to say that these
Yeah,
companies are being racist, not putting in NEAs, but it's kind of a dick move.
I think Allen's the only one that's putting the accents on the players' names.
And
That was one of the first conversations I had with Allen. It was all about Lucas, the Hashek.
The Hashik.
Literally, like I started calling him Hashik because of that. And
Listen, he can act big and bad about that Hashik all he wants. But when he was on the live chat with me and I called it out and I was like, all right, we're gonna pull this shit up right now. We're gonna see what's what. Your boy was in the hot seat. He was sweating a little bit. He was nervous. He was nervous. He was talking all that shit about that Hashik. And then when I started pulling it up, he got nervous.
Yep.
Now, luckily, he was telling the truth. Luckily, but he was shit.
I was watching and I'm like, oh man, Allen's about to like literally get the foot in the mouth moment. Like he's grabbing a PSA, an SGC, like an HGA, like he's grabbing like, let's go to eBay and start looking what CSG does and like the whole 9 yards. And like Allen's just like,
he's like,
shit, so anal about that stuff, bro.
most of my predictions are really, really thought out, though, Omar. Right?
I'll give you that.
You see them; they're all thought
I'll
out.
give you
There's
that.
a method behind the madness. I did my homework a little before, but not on HGA label. That was the one that worried me.
Oh, okay.
But everything else, like PSA, I knew didn't do it. Beckett, I knew didn't do it. RCG I knew didn't do it, so
Yeah.
there was just one. And I was like, oh, I don't think they're doing it. Oh, got lucky.
So not only are you planning to bring transparency to the industry, but you're also planning to bring accents to the industry as well.
I'm bringing the 5th grade spelling bee to transparency.
Nice. That is what's up, my man.
I don't know what 5th grade is teaching Hasheks and spelling bees, but I want no parts of that.
Yeah, me either, man.
I'm dyslexic as hell as it is.
Yep, I know how that goes. So I guess the last real segment we have for the show, guys, is we normally do like a pickups roundtable. So does anybody pick up some really dope stuff this week that you kind of want to share and talk about, brag about? I know Chef Marte already kind of started us off earlier showing that Hulkster.
Yeah, I grabbed way too much stuff this week, man.
Yeah, I typically do when we go to shows. Like if we're at shows, I have to pick up something that tells me later on that I was at that show. Like my first national, I made sure I picked up a Kobe rookie. You know what I mean? Because Kobe's my favorite player of all time, basketball wise. So I wanted something sentimental for being at my first national. So I grabbed a Kobe rookie. So it's like yesterday was, my first time, not yesterday, but Saturday, my first time in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I took a little bit of a splash this week and I grabbed 2 cards that are literally like holy grail cards to me. Like, so as being somebody from Pittsburgh, the Penguins are a big thing here. Like I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but I absolutely love Mario Lemieux. Like we wouldn't even still have the Penguins. A lot of people don't know this. Like the whole Crosby era that we're enjoying currently, we would not have if it wasn't for Mario Lemieux, because the Penguins were getting ready to sell the team to Kansas City. And Mario Lemieux stepped in like, oh, hell no. That's my squad. And he saved the team, kept them in Pittsburgh, drafted Crosby, Malkin, Fleury, like this just amazing team. And we've just enjoyed championship hockey again in Pittsburgh. So because of all of that, like I've always wanted a Lemieux rookie card. So your boy can't afford the OPG because Hot Hands Hoshik doesn't pay me enough. But I did pick up his Topps rookie this weekend. Nice. So I will be putting in that grievance for a raise later on, Alan. But I did actually pick up a second Grail card too, which you guys will see a vlog on it later. But I already spilled the beans at a stream earlier, so I'll respill them. I picked up a Hulk Hogan rookie card this week too, so I am really pumped about that. So those were my big ones.
He bought those two cards right after he told me, "Hey, don't let me spend all my money in the first hour."
And the show didn't even start yet, and I had literally already spent everything but maybe $60. And I was like, oh, well, I at least got cards I wanted. But before the show even started, I was on eBay, and I just can't help myself. Like, so Iron Man's like my favorite Marvel guy. So I'm trying to collect all of like the Iron Mans. Like my favorite one so far is that 92 Marvel Masterpieces that Hot Hand just made the sickest label in the world for. But I picked up this 1991 Marvel Universe PSA 9 for $38. Like this dude sends me an offer for $38, and I'm like, I really don't want to be buying anything on eBay right now. But when you send me an offer for $38 for a graded Iron Man, I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah, you can't get it graded for that much right now.
Especially with PSA. Like even right now through like the group submission. Shout out to whoever the one in your video.
Yeah. But I forgot the name of it because I don't use it. But yeah,
but I could literally get almost three of these for the price of grading one right now.
Right.
So it's like it was like a no-brainer to me. Like that right there would be like paying $8 for something you know is going to be a guaranteed SGC 9. So it was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that all day.
Yep.
So those were like my 3 pickups outside of like wax and stuff like that this week. We've ripped an obscene amount of wax just in like the last 3 or 4 days. It's insane. Like I've probably gotten maybe like 17 Trevor Lawrence cards just for Chef Marte like the last few days, just for ripping packs.
Why are his prices dipping?
I think it's just because his team sucks. Like Mac Jones has gone through the roof, and Lawrence is like his stuff is garbage right now as far as not resale, but like value. Like him and Mac Jones basically traded places. Like so, Mac's like the big price wise quarterback now. And Lawrence, like, he's not the lowest, but he's like definitely not like on max level.
He's an absolute buy right now, man.
He's a buy. He's definitely a buy.
Is he really?
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready because I'll show you a couple of this week's pickups.
Yeah, Marty. I'll do my two pickups.
I'll make you big for it. So Jason Edwards, I'm gonna make one even better. What if a symbiote got into the Iron Man suit? Could you imagine how like ridiculous that would be? Venom, Iron Man together. That would be insane. But let's be honest. Like, what character in the Marvel universe has as much swag as Tony Stark? Like, no one. Like, I just love that. He just goes everywhere he wants, talks all the crap he wants. And like, he's just such a boss, man. Like, I feel like if any one of the Avengers was like a part of the Four Horsemen, it would be Tony Stark.
That's so are we saying strictly just Marvel, like Marvel universe, or are we talking about like Marvel as in like the X-Men as well?
Well, I guess you could include,
because if we're talking about swagger and you're gonna leave my man Gambit out of this,
Gambit,
I just can't have that, right? Because the thing is that Tony Stark walks around and talks his shit because he's got money. Gambit is just a gangster, and he's Cajun, and he doesn't give a damn, and he's got a bow staff, and he shoots cards at you.
Yep, Gambit was the man. Like, low key, one of my favorites.
He throws cards. How
much better is that?
How much better is that?
Dude, we need to have like a sports card Gambit that just like straight up like fires cards at people's face.
So the only two pickups I made this week was that Luka that I got yesterday. It was a 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Panini sticker that's like a T206 size. I got a pretty good deal. It was like $9, PSA 9. And then my addition by subtraction, I was going through all my break stuff that I had since like COVID. And I found, I'm going to get authenticated. I found an 86 Fleer Michael Jordan sitting in one of these boxes.
That is awesome.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting in a top loader, a penny sleeve top loader, just sitting there. I took the picture and sent it to the guys. They saw it. So I got to double check it. I got to do a check.
Alan, that is the finest fake Jordan I've ever seen, my man. I'm not saying it's fake, but just to be in a box full of Chronicles stuff, I'm like, yeah, it's probably
yeah. So I just got to double check it. But that's my addition by subtraction. And I found those John Morants with
Dolph.
Boy, back there, Dolph, and now Marty can go on all his Trevor Lawrence's pickups. I think he got about 38 of them this.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I only got one I'm showing off right now. Everything else is either in process or on the way from eBay. But I grabbed first of all, has anyone opened any of the classics from this year, the H2 product?
No, I live vicariously through you with most of my wax.
That's fair. Let me get out of the glare. But I got Harris Gold out of 99.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh.
And then I bought a couple of the press proof gold haulers. I got Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence.
Nice.
Dude,
Both were like $30 cards.
You've been getting Lawrence is so friggin' cheap, bro. It's insane.
The Mac Jones has been going for well over 100. So I mean, to me, give that a year's time. See if they build up that O line and get some some receiving help. I mean, I don't know what you can expect whenever your top guy is Laviska Shenault. Like, you're not exactly set up for success.
Yeah. Marvin Jones and Jay Shark are not it.
Well, Shark's been in most of the year. He's been hurt.
Yeah, I know. They're not it either.
Yeah.
And the ATN's been out.
Exactly. So, I mean, I kind of look at this year as a mulligan for Trevor Lawrence.
I agree. So here's a good question. James is asking, why is DC comic trading cards not worth anything? I'm going to be my honest opinion is because I think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is driving so much right now in the way of collectibles and stuff like that. I mean, we see it right now. People going crazy over, graded comic books and, different issues of stuff that's going to be coming to the MCU and stuff like that. And I feel like cards is just like an extension of that.
Yeah.
I feel like, with COVID and stuff like that, a lot of people that may be into comics are like getting back into cards now, you know what I mean? And vice versa even, you know what I mean? Like I've never been like a super huge comic collector. Like I have some Iron Man stuff, but like just since I've been like into cards, like I've picked up some like comic slabs and stuff like that. But I really think the fact that the MCU is such like it's like literally like a Disney of Marvel. You know what I mean? Like they have such a rich catalog. Not saying that DC is not there, because DC has some content I really like as well. They put out some okay movies. I mean, they put out some good stuff too.
They don't got that Disney money though.
They definitely ain't got that Disney.
They don't have that Disney money, and they don't have that Pixar animation either to back them up.
I think when they went with Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern is when they were done.
That's when they screwed up. Yeah,
that
was the beginning of the end.
That's what they knew.
And there's the claim for superpowers for Batman. He's rich. That's the other problem. There's no superpower there.
Well, but the problem is that they got rid of Bale as Batman. I mean, I'm sorry. There's just no other Batman. It's Bale or nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more of a Keaton guy, but only because he's a Pittsburgh guy. Although Bale did film the third movie in Pittsburgh, so I'll give him props for that.
What if it's plus?
Those were some pretty dope movies, though. The Dark Knight series, those were really good.
They were. Mandalorian.
Dude, Mando is dope, man.
Mandalorian.
Is the new one coming out soon? I know Book of Boba's coming out.
Book of Boba's coming out in a couple weeks, and then Mandalorian season 3, 4, something like that.
3 or 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be fall next year.
Yeah,
but I mean, in between that, you got what's the one with Diego Luna, Alderaan. That one's coming out. They just shelved the movie that was supposed to be coming out with the fighter pilots. They shelved that movie just recently. So that's kind of a bummer, because that was going to be the next feature film that was going to come out for Star Wars, was going to be that one, and they for whatever reason, whatever Hollywood politics they got going on over there, they shelved that movie. But yeah, right now the only thing that we got to lean on is that, and then recently they just came out with the anime series on Disney Plus, which was dope. I love that series, man.
Nice,
and it was really good. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars content. Star Wars. Star Wars is another one. It's
Star
crazy,
Wars.
Man.
Absolutely. Like Star Wars stuff is always hot too. There's such an dude. Have you ever been to the Star Wars land at Disney, Omar?
No, I haven't.
If you're a Star Wars guy, dude, it is like
my brother went. My brother just recently went, and he bought one of those. He got to build his own lightsaber.
Build your own lightsaber,
dude. He just got it in the other day. Let me tell you something. As somebody who's worked in machine shops and knows about machining, these freaking lightsabers are legit, like super legit.
Oh yeah.
And he just got it the other day, and he brought it over to me. And I mean, that thing weighs like at least a good 10 pounds. It's like a huge just chunk of steel. It's legit. I like that thing. Seriously, it's almost worth it just to go there for that.
Dude, you're gonna have to, Alan. You need to get Omar out to LA. We're taking him to Disney, and he's going to Star Wars Land. And on Hot Hand Hosh.
Paul's going to then. Paul said he wanted to go to Fogo de Chao.
That's what we need to do.
That's what
I need to ask what you.
Hey, look, that's what I tell people all the time whenever they're trying to make plans and stuff like that. I just tell them, say less and say when. That's it.
Exactly.
I got some pickups that I'm gonna run through you guys real quick, and then I gotta go get these little monsters wrangled for bedtime. But
no problem, brother. We're getting round up.
I have 1, 2. So I'm building another rainbow. Nice. My Hakeem Olajuwon rainbow is kind of dead right now because I'm down to like the last maybe 3 or 4, and they're all like numbered to 5 or less.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be pretty much impossible. But my next one is Kenyon Martin Jr.
Nice,
of course. This is Prism Draft autograph. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? If I sit back here,
are you building the rainbow of the autographs, or like
yes, of the autograph?
I have the exact same thing with Lamar Stevens, who's like not really that good, but he plays for the Cavs and Penn State.
So this is Disco. This is Scope to 88, I think. Yeah, Scope to 88. This is Orange Pulsar to 49. That's just pink cracked ice, and this is blue cracked ice to 75.
Dude, that is
so
awesome.
That's what I got so far. On the way, I got green on the way, and then I have let's see, what else did I pick up?
So Anthony, sorry, Omar, real quick. We're gonna settle this sane once and for all. We have the expert here, okay? She doesn't want to be on camera, so don't worry. How do you say Anderson's name? I could put you on if you want. No,
Anderson
okay,
who?
Verjean.
So yeah, she's yelling at me. I'm saying it wrong, babe. Can you just say it for everyone?
Babe, is Varejão.
Verejão.
Varejão. Yeah, you gotta say it with your nose.
Yes, Varejão.
You speak Spanish. You have the
You gotta say it with your sinuses. Varejão.
So what does the Vera mean? Like, because I know Alan was saying
Like-
Jean means like John.
No, it's not John.
What does it mean? Everything.
Nothing.
It means
Varejão
nothing,
is
but
his
its
last
first name would be John, right? João. First name in Portuguese.
No.
J-A-O. What does it mean?
Varejão.
I think I saw a frying pan coming into the frame.
Yeah, that's what
No, she doesn't want to be on camera. I could easily flip this, and she's gonna lose her brain on me.
Then we might get a frying pan shot, which
I
would
got a pot next to me. I probably shouldn't do it. Hey, Paul's right.
yeah, you might get struck. But on the plus side, if you get struck with something, my video might go viral, and that could help.
It might go viral. Help Anthony. We help Anthony.
anything for the likes, right?
There. She snuck in. She snuck in.
Do it for the gram. Hit him in the face with a frying pan for the gram.
Hit me with the frying pan so I can fall down. Everyone wants to see it. Great. Thank the frying pan. Hit me with the frying pan. So it goes viral for Anthony's page. Great.
So guys, before we start to wrap up, I guess I didn't even ask Paul about his pickups. So I'll let you start with your pickups, Paul. But then, is there anything you guys want to share in regards to any of your own content, companies, any of that stuff with any of the audience tuning in before we wrap up?
Oddly enough, I did not pick up anything this week. I totally forgot to even buy anything at the show. We were kind of so busy, and then before I know it, it was time to take Anthony to the airport, so I didn't pick anything up. So I really didn't give it.
You'll get something.
Yeah.
Hey, if I come across a Tommy Morrison card, I'm gonna grab it for you though. I'll tell you that much.
Why would I want a Tommy Morrison?
You don't want a Tommy Guns boxing collection? Tommy Guns?
Tommy Morrison? It just has to be
Yeah, like that.
Because how did you have that on deck?
One in that big collection
Dude,
already.
I love weird stuff. Dude, look, I was taking out some stuff.
I know how Anthony thinks.
Omar, like tell me if you've ever seen another person who's literally going to grade one of these. Helen Keller, Chrome.
What the fuck?
Helen Keller, just sitting on my desk. Helen
Listen, Pittsburgh, my man. At some point, right? We have to really talk about this because that's you have a problem, my guy. There's
I have a back problem.
There's a serious issue there where I mean we can literally slap anything on some cardboard and you're on it.
Great issue.
I am.
At the end of this live stream, there should be one of those,
Omar. This man has already graded a fur cat card.
I have.
You guys have a good night. I'm out on that one.
You think I'm kidding? But he has a card of cat fur that he had graded
He's
for
looking for
GMA. Marty, am I lying?
He's looking for it.
Dude, I got a big old box of slabs here.
If I see a Maverick from Top Gun card graded by him, it's over.
Oh, get
It
out of
looks
here.
like my cat, bro. Dude, I'm like a collector, dude. I have so much stuff that is worthless to anybody but me. You want to see one of my favorite cards I own? This is called a stud. It's like one of those pop-out cards, but the truly unique thing about it is if you look at his ear, there's literally like a diamond stud earring.
Oh wow!
Out of the card. You can't
That's
really
hilarious
see it because of my green screen, but literally like a diamond stud earring is part of my Cordell Stewart.
That's funny.
So like I just if it's weird, man, I am all about it. Like I'm saying, I got Helen Keller just chilling here, ready to get graded. I got Jenny McCarthy's rookie card.
I have it on good authority that at GMA, next to Anthony's account name, it says WTF.
It probably, and most companies probably says WTF because I grade some weird stuff. Like
it would almost be like financially responsible for you to just go ahead and buy a slab machine. Because essentially it's going to be,
we technically already have done that.
Well, that's true. That's true. There she is, cutie pie.
This one's not gun.
Shout out to Vivi.
That's
she pulls Trevor Lawrence's better than Hot Hands does.
Oh, that would be awesome. Bruce Lee. We got my guy Alan in the house. Collection Connection. What is up, my man? Good to see you, brother.
Speaking of weird stuff, Ant, here's the 2 packs of Power Rangers cards I grabbed you.
Hey, listen, that is not weird, sir. That is a part of a lot of people's childhood right there.
Oh yeah, man.
Respect for the Power Ranger cards.
Mighty Morphin.
Speaking of Power Ranger cards, Omar, hold on.
I've seen this one.
Or
You
your
graded Power Ranger
believe
cards.
some of the
He's got a graded Power Ranger card.
I do.
I remember that.
I have graded so much stuff that people would consider garbage. I'm the reason none of you guys are getting your cards back from PSA. It's me. I'm the guy sending in stuff that ain't worth nothing. It's me.
Hey, he's either got he's even graded. What's his name? The old rookie from the Pistons who now plays for the Lakers.
Oh my God, Sekou! I have so many.
Sekou, yeah, he graded Sekou.
You graded Sekou?
A lot of Sekou, yes.
For Sekou.
Dude, I
Sekou.
was buying the Detroit Pistons that year in a lot of breaks just because they were cheap, and like I low key thought Sekou was going to be good, and then he proved to me that he's not.
He would qualify. He would qualify for our brain teaser team of Pistons, wouldn't he, Omar?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Dude, where is my pube graded X at?
See, what'll be more impressive is if you pull out a graded VR Troopers.
I don't have a VR Trooper, unfortunately.
That's where. Yeah, I mean, come on, son.
Yeah, I do have a graded Tony Hansen card.
I have one too. I do have. If you don't know what Tony Hansen is, Omar, I used to be a wrestler for the NWA, so I legit have one of these graded at my house.
Wait, is that you?
That is legit me, bro. I used to wrestle for the NWA back in the day.
That is not you, dude. Seriously?
Legit, that's me. I still got the singlet, man. I can put it on right now if you want.
That's hilarious.
No. But hey, he's got the tattoo. You can show him the tattoo to compare.
Hey, Omar.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Omar.
Yeah,
I've got two of
There you
those.
matching tattoo.
Hey, Omar, I have two of those. Gold ink and one in silver. If you want, bro, I can
hold on.
run you a good deal. Run you a good deal.
I need that autographed. I have to have
I
that.
get you. Alan has several of them at his house because
I have one. I have one that's graded too.
So there was a grading company that me and Alan used to be associated with, and like I low key said some really not nice things to them on the way out. So they literally sent Alan back all of the Tony Hansen cards I gave them.
Yeah, I got it. I have.
Yeah. So we have a whole stack of them. So if you want one, we'll legit just send you one.
Yes, I have to have that in my collection. That is a must-have now.
Yeah, Mike got one too. Heck yeah.
Where is mine? I have mine. I think mine's in my PC box.
That's
I don't know why,
true.
but it is.
My guy Hobby Beast in the house. Yeah, Hobby Beast got a Tony Hansen auto as well. You know what's crazy? So these literally are printed on such cheap stock that it feels like a heavier stock, like printer paper. And it was by like an independent NWA like territory. I literally went back to them like, I don't know, 8 years after I retired. I was like, hey, do you have any Tony Hansen cards left? And they're like, yeah, we have like a whole stack of like 50. I'm like, dude, really? Like, I get no respect in the hobby, you know? No respect at all. Like 8 years later, you still got 50 of my cards. Come on now.
The former tag team champion you're talking.
Put a little respect.
Show some respect.
You know, like how about a little respect for my accomplishments, people?
Holy crap, man.
And Anthony, didn't you try to send to get it graded, and they just said no on send it back to you?
CSG did, yeah. So there's one that technically is considered my rookie card. There's I think 2 cards were made of me. One that is considered my rookie card that literally SGC, because I'm a fan of SGC as well, Omar. So I literally send them in my rookie card. I'm so excited to get it in a tuxedo slab because it's like a white and black card. It's going to look beautiful in a tuxedo, right? So literally I get it back. I'm opening it up. I'm so excited. And then I get back like a, something like, a little top flavor. And then the thing literally just says no. It's an SGC label that says no.
It just says no.
It just says no. Just no. Like hell. I'm surprised it didn't say hell no. Like don't be.
It didn't say unauthenticated or miscut. It just said no.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
hard pass.
They're like, yeah, that we're already trying to catch up on PSA's resale value, and that hurts us, bro. So yeah, I'll tell you what though, man, those guys are like, in my opinion, like some really good graders.
Omar,
Tony
I have
Hansen,
two variations, Omar.
Oh wow.
Oh, wait, wrong guy. My bad.
I have two variations.
Yeah.
I have a silver and I have a gold.
The gold 1 of 1, my man has.
That's the one I did for Alan, and I put a Hashek on it for him.
No, wait, it's 1 of 1 and it's signed upside down.
He
Oh,
asked
that's
me to put it upside down and put a Hashek on him.
Yes. But you can have the silver.
This the price? What up, man?
I must have that card. Picksburgh.
Wait, I'm reading the back of this. I never read the back. Signature moves, choke slam and splash.
Hell yeah, man.
This is great. Tony
Wait,
dominant Hansen brother. Tag team with his older brother, Crusher. Oh, this is great.
Do you have
a
any more of those,
legit question in
Pittsburgh?
the chat that I think we should?
Alan actually has the last few, but we'll get that sent over to you, man.
I need that.
I'll get this over to you.
I need
this over
that.
to you.
I have to have that. That is going up on the wall.
Dude,
This is going. I got you.
Bet.
I'm about to full-blown embarrass myself for you, Omar. We're going to look up
This
Tony
is
Hansen.
Oh, no.
There's literally one on here that just has highlights of me doing moves.
The show has hit enough.
Oh my god. There's like promos of me doing stuff. Like here's one where this team, there was a thing in the news of the guys we were wrestling for the NWA North American tag titles were on steroids. So basically we came out with like a TMZ like video of me juicing, and it was just basically me chugging Sunny D's and Capri Suns and like all kinds of stuff. Just thinking like I'm an idiot. Let's see. There's like a highlight.
This is hilarious.
This is like fan made, so it's like not like real great quality. I can even find
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh, look, here's one double fisting Tony's diet.
Oh
Where
my god,
in the hell is no.
Omar is loving it.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's one of those things like we're never, like you meet somebody, you get to know them and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like out of left field, like you realize that like you're in the presence of greatness and you had no idea.
No, definitely not greatness, but I appreciate that.
Dude, legit, we should next card show we should get out a autographed Tony Hansen booth and see if anybody.
Yes. I'm down. That'd be awesome.
We'll just set it up and say, what do we charge? $10 an autograph?
Yeah, to NWA champion. He pays you to autograph. He pays you.
There's like here, we'll just do this is one move. This is a clothesline.
The big clothesline finisher. You see that?
Well, that was just a regular move. That wasn't a finisher or nothing.
No,
dude,
that was a
there's
clothesline.
literally a video of like all the moves I did, and I don't know where the heck it is. Like a fan
awesome.
made it for me. Here it is. Rookie highlights. This is like my rookie year as a wrestler. I'm gonna take.
Oh, there's the finisher.
Whoa!
And here comes the splash.
Oh, show it. Oh, it's like Bam Bam Bigelow, right?
Oh, so you used to wrestle.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
So this right here, this is where I trained. It was in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. It was with the NWA East. They used to run out of like a, it was like a pavilion in Pittsburgh. But dude, I've wrestled in like gymnasium, bingo halls, like all over the East Coast. I've wrestled for the original Sheik's promotion in Detroit. I've been on shows like Mick Foley, like all kinds of like people that like you probably actually know.
That's
the clothesline,
man.
There he is. Star hand.
So this is like when I first started, like my first like year worth of like highlights when I essentially sucked here. But
wait, dude, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2", but with my boots I had an inch lift, so I was 6'3".
Dude, you're freaking massive, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I wrestled at 340 too. Like I'm just under 300 right now, so like I'm a little less than my wrestling weight right now.
Look at this guy. That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome, man.
Was that
the
a
ref
was
got
that
in
a
on that one.
DDT?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
that was my tag team partner. He did a gimmick one time where he just dressed up as the referee. And we would use him to cheat in matches. So he would sign up for his ref license and he would count like real fast against our own opponents.
That's hilarious.
And see, there he is helping me cheat right there.
That's like an RKO right there.
Yep.
Infamous Hogan drop. Okay.
Oh man,
Oh, the big belly splash in the corner. Look out.
dude.
Samoan drop.
Oh
Yeah. Is this what happens if you
Uh-oh.
don't submit with TGT, Anthony?
This is exactly what happens when you don't submit with TGT.
No, that's the spooning he was talking about right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Right
what that's
there.
all about right there.
Another choke slam. There was this guy right here that I was just beating up on. There was like literally a stretch where I choke slammed this guy for a year straight every single show. The guy would go out and interfere in every one of his matches and choke slam him.
I mean,
Until he got a title
correct me if I'm out of line here, Anthony, and don't take this as an insult, but that was very a similar like profile of what's it, Bubba Dudley right there.
Yep. Yeah,
Very
we actually got the move from them. That was paying homage to Team 3D.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dude, this guy right here, I actually choke slammed off of a ring once. And then one time we were doing another move in this building. And they had low ceiling fans, and it was in the summer. Literally sliced the top of his head off in the middle of the match and finished it. Like he basically scalped himself in the fan and finished the match.
Jeez.
So shout out to Travis fan.
This football game is starting. I'm about to.
All right, yeah, we're gonna wrap up, guys. Here's a choke slam off the top rope for you guys. Before we end.
Nice.
So I appreciate you guys watching. You guys could just, if you want to watch any more Tony Hansen NWA, just Google it on YouTube. You'll find a bunch of old highlights.
Omar's in now.
Dude, that's
at
gonna
the
be my
very,
YouTube
very
rabbit
end
hole.
of YouTube. After you've watched everything else, you know.
Yeah.
The next video is you have reached the end of YouTube.
If you want to Tony Con Man in spandex, look up Tony Hansen. But thank you guys so much for being here. Really want to thank our special guest, Omar, Retro Hoop Collectibles. Thank you very much for joining us, my man.
Thank you,
Congrats,
Omar.
gentlemen. Thank you for the invite, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, you're welcome anytime. We do this every Monday. And he does streams every Sunday night too, guys. So make sure
Sunday night.
out. Alan was on there last night, so you might want to go rewatch it. It was a pretty
That I had a blast last night. That was dope.
Yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
there's no views on that already as we speak. It's so sad. He might be kicking me off because of the decline in views. It's sad.
Shit, no, man. What are you talking about? I've been getting DMs on that all day today, dude.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, we definitely appreciate all you guys being here. Again, go back, rewatch Omar's show from last night. And make sure you check out Gate City Paul on YouTube, Chef Marte _cards on IG, my guy Hot Hands Hoshik on IG. And make sure you check out Transparent Grading Team, because if I have my way, we're going to become like the 4 horsemen of card grading. That's what I want. That's low key what I want this to be.
I like that.
Woo. Yep.
I'll add to the Transparent Grading Team the first transparent grading team.
Yes, but shout out to FCG for doing it too, like, because that's legitimately
that's
why
awesome
we're doing
too.
it. We literally want the hobby to be more transparent. So
Yeah.
anybody that does that, we give like mad props and respect to. So big up to them. Here is Omar again. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you dropping that, my man.
Appreciate that, man.
You get a hobby beast. He's low key. He's gonna be our newest grader. So shout out to Hobby Beast. Be grading some cards with TBT. So really pumped up. Appreciate you doing that, my man. But guys, we will see you later. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. It's gonna be even crazier because I'm not gonna have to be on my best behavior because we're not gonna have an awesome guest like Omar. They're boycotting us after today. But we definitely appreciate you, Omar. Definitely,
For sure, man.
for coming on the channel. And guys,
Absolutely.
we'll see you later. Do us a favor, leave some comments in the down below and let us know what you want us to talk about next week. Any breaking hobby news you guys hear about, definitely let us know because we want to talk about it. And anything you want us to talk crap on, leave comments about too, because I low key kind of enjoy it. Like I don't get to do that very often anymore that I don't wrestle anymore. I low key used to get paid to make fun of people, and it was like the greatest thing ever. So leave some interesting comments down below, and I promise you we'll talk about it next week. But again, guys, thank you so much for being here. May God bless you all, and we'll see you later.